Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a studio update. It's been for a while that I don't do a studio update. I just want to show you what I'm working on and what are going to be the next miniatures. So if you follow my channel, you may know that I'm on the budget. I'm participating on the budget of Sigmar. So I will be busy painting the miniatures for the budget of Sigmar. So here I will also share a tip to make very easy and nice bases. So this is the Celestian on the Draco that I'm painting, because I'm painting all the basic kit from Age of Sigmar. So following the colors that I use for the Liberators. And as you can see, first I'm painting it per parts. I assembled the Draco, and now here I have the what's called this, the body of the Celestian. I need to do the cloak. I did the inside of the cloak before gluing. As you can see, I did this white with a very greenish shading, and also have the head apart to be painted and assembled, and the hammer. Okay, and we have to be careful not to lose this small part from here. So this is what I'm working on. It's going to take a lot of time because I'm dedicating. I want to dedicate time to do very nice highlights. You can see I'm trying to use the techniques from non-metallic metals on this green to make the sensation that this is a metallic paint, a metal painted on green. And yeah, and I'm working quite hard on all these parts. Also trying to work on this on the armor of this guy. This is one work I'm working on. And next, once I finish with that, I will start painting the prosecutors. I have it here. I didn't glue the wings because I think the wings are going to be easier to paint when assembled. But I think the guy can be assembled quite and painted quite easily. I don't think, maybe here the bottom we see some parts that are not very easy to find. And here we have another one, and the last one there. This is another thing, and then I have the box with the rest of the parts that I will be painting. So I will start painting all. I will be painting Stormcast Eternals at least for this month and the next one, and yeah, the month that I will do Let's Purchase. Maybe I will start working on these cultists. They're prepared. Once I'm done, or once I have, I need to do a side project to restore the lead from the Stormcast, I will go on these cultists. But this is the work I will be working on. So I expect the rest of the month to keep working on this guy, plus the prosecutors, and then the next month to paint another unit of Liberators, the Relictor, or the guy with the relic, and the, how it's called, the guys with the big hammers. Sorry, I don't remember well the names. And then one thing that I want to show you to make the bases, and here you see this base is done with this materials that I use for the bases, and I think it's going to save a lot of money to you. These bases are mainly done by you need to use PVA glue, of course, but are mainly done with standard sand. So this sand can be taken, well, you have to be careful. I like the standard sand because you have, let me see if I can take a little bit, you will have grains or sand of all the sizes. So, and this give a much, for me, is giving much realistic finishing on the painting job. Of course, then I'm painting the sand to have the color that I need. But if you see, I have different sizes on the sand. And then the other thing that I do, I take, and here I have a bag. I take this just from the park. These are bark parts. This is just bark and wood, and a lot of time used on gardening, and also on playgrounds, and yeah, and this is, once it's painted, give a very nice rocks. So I just glue them, and sometimes this can be broken very easily with your hands. It's quite easy to work, and to manipulate to the size that you want. And then you look, this base only have these ropes, this bark. As you see here, I broke this in two and I make this type of, and the sun and nothing else. So this is a very cheap. You don't need to buy materials. And then the other thing that I'm using is this is just a stick, a normal branch from a tree. I take some of them also because I think this makes, yeah, nice. This can be used to make trunks or to make any type of finishing. You have to paint them well. You have to dry this to avoid that this is getting rotten. But once it's dry and it's painted, it's yeah, I never had issues with that. And then the other recommendation for cheap bases, go to your colleagues and exchange beads. So if you have beads, use your beads, and if you want beads from other armies, I think the best option is to exchange. This is just, you see, a vampire crown, very old one from the skeletons, very old skeletons part. Here I use this lance of a Bretonnian knight to make this type of fallen banner. And well, this was just a fun on my beads. I lost it for a long time. This is the crow that goes on the, what's called this, the cemetery, the garden of Moor, and yeah, and I think here is working well. Yeah, a small skeleton of Skaven, and yeah, this part is also from the Skaven monk. So I take pieces, and here for this guy, later on I will put like a debris from another battle, this weapon here, and somewhere, yeah, here I almost lose it. This from the very old skeleton beads. So this is beads that, yeah, I don't know how you want, especially for the budget of Sigmar, how you want to quantify that, but this is really beads that I have for ages on my big box. And I think if you go to your friends and you exchange, it's quite easy to obtain, because these are, nobody give a penny for that. This is, you have too many normally on your Scavens monks or on some of these kits. As you can see, I will put more examples here in front, just for you as inspiration for very cheap bases. This is also a piece of bark, and I will do, and then I put this bell also from the Scavens. I want to give a little bit the background that these guys are fighting against the Scavens. Then there are some pieces of bodies from other battles. But yeah, here I put also the top part of a Skaven lance. Just random stuff, a bow. They also have it. Just take beads from other armies to represent battle debris. Here I have, for example, this shield. So this is what I'm doing on, and this is what is I'm going to have. So just very yeah, a tip on how to make nice bases. You see, once these bases are painted, they look quite nice, and I think it's quite good. So I'm quite happy with using this bark, and it's looking, for me, is much more realistic than the cork. So that's all what I wanted to share in that video. Just a fast update on how is going my budget of Sigmar, and also a little bit update on about what is on the studio, what is on my painting table at this moment. So that's all. I hope you find it interesting, and if you want to know more details about this, or you want to know something else, or anything that you want to know how I'm painting, please don't hesitate to drop me a message in the comments below, and yeah, and I will try to explain, or try to do a video explain the best I can how I'm doing all this job. So I hope you like it. Please let me know what do you think, and also, yeah, what do you think how it's looking like the armor plates, where I try to use the techniques of non-metallic metal on non-metallic colors like this green. So that's all. As always, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.